Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, and welcome back to our deep dive into the Bhagavad Gita. In our last session, we left off with a moment of high tension. King Duryodhana, feeling insecure and anxious, essentially told his entire army, "Everyone do your jobs, but also keep an eye on Grandsire Bhishma. Make sure he is really on our side." It was a command born of mistrust. Now imagine you are Bhishma. You are the oldest, wisest, and most powerful warrior on the field. You have just heard your own grandnephew, the king you are sworn to protect, openly question your loyalty in front of everyone. How would you react? With anger? With a stern lecture? Bhishma does something else entirely. He responds not with words but with a sound that shakes the very heavens and officially begins the war. This brings us to the profound and poignant 12th verse of chapter 1. Let's listen to the sacred vibration of the Sanskrit. Tasya sanjanayan harsham kuruvriddha bidamaha simhanadam vinodyachay shankam datmau pradapavan. Then the grand old man of the Kuru dynasty, the glorious patriarch Bhishma, roared like a lion and blew his conch shell very loudly, giving joy to Duryodhan. This verse is pure action. It's cinematic. Let's break down the powerful imagery here. First, who is acting? The verse give him three titles. Kuru Vriddha, the grand old man of Kuru dynasty. This emphasizes his age, his experience, and his position as the elder statesman. Pitamaha, the grandsire. This is personal. He is the grandfather to both the Kauravas and the Pandavas. His heart is meant to hold love for both sides. Pratapavan, the glorious and valiant one. This speaks to his immense power and untarnished reputation as a warrior. So it's the wise elder, the loving grandfather, and the mighty warrior all embodied in one man who is about to act. And what does he do? Two things. Simhanadam Vinodyache. He roared loudly like a lion. A lion's roar is not just a sound, it's a declaration of presence, of power, of undisputed authority. It says, I am here. This is my territory. It's meant to instill courage in allies and terror in enemies. Shangham Datmau. He blew his conch. In ancient warfare, the blowing of the commander's conch was the official signal. It was the point of no return. It meant the time for talk is over. The battle begins now. And what was the result of this action? The verse is very specific. Tasya sanjanayan harsham. To give joy to him, Duryodhana. Bhishma's primary immediate motive was to soothe the insecure heart of his king. He was saying, "You doubt me? Hear this roar, hear this conch. My commitment is to this throne. Let there be no more doubt." And it worked. For a moment, Duryodhana felt happy. But we must ask the deeper question. Was Bhishma happy? This is where the verse becomes truly heartbreaking. This is the sound of a broken heart. Bhishma knows this war is adharma. It is unrighteous. He knows Duryodhana is wrong. He loves the Pandavas and sees the divine Krishna standing on their side. Every part of his wise old soul knows this path leads to ruin. And yet he is bound by his old vow to protect the throne of Hastinapura no matter who sits upon it. His personal feelings are in direct conflict with his perceived duty. So, this lion's roar is not a roar of righteous anger or joyous battle lust. It is the roar of a man trapped by his own principles. It's a roar of tragic resignation. It is the sound of him choosing his woe over his hurt. And by blowing that conch, he is personally signaling the start of the destruction of his own beloved family. Can you imagine the pain in that single breath? Now let's bring this into our own lives. This is our interactive moment. I want you to think about a Bhishma moment you may have faced. A time when you had to do something that was your duty as a parent, a child, an employee, a friend, but it went against what you truly wanted in your heart. Maybe it was having to enforce a rule you didn't agree with. Maybe it was having to deliver bad news to someone you cared about. Maybe it was sticking to a commitment you made long ago, even though the circumstances had changed and it was causing you pain. In those moments, you have to gather all your strength, roar like a lion on the inside, and blow the conch shell of your action. You do what must be done. This verse teaches us about the immense strength it takes to fulfill our responsibilities, especially when they are emotionally taxing. Bhishma doesn't complain, he doesn't hesitate, he acts decisively. But it also serves as a profound cautionary tale. It shows the tragedy of being bound by a lower dharma, a specific vow or duty, when it conflicts with a higher dharma, universal righteousness and compassion. So, here's my question for you to reflect on and to share in the comments below. Bhishma's action was meant to give joy to Duryodhana, but it likely brought none to himself. When you face a Bhishma moment where you have to do something difficult out of duty, where do you find your inner strength? And how do you find peace with your decision afterward? Is it through prayer, talking to a trusted friend, reminding yourself of the bigger picture? Let's create a space here where we can support each other in navigating these tough choices. The sound that starts the Kurukshetra war is not a simple battle cry. It is a complex, layered, and tragic sound of duty, power, and immense personal sacrifice. It reminds us that the battles we fight externally are often a reflection of the wars raging within our own hearts. As we will see, this one sound will now unleash a cascade of sound from both armies. The battlefield is about to erupt. Thank you for being here, for diving deep with me. If this resonated with you, please give the video a like and subscribe to continue on this journey with us. Every verse has a universe of wisdom waiting for us. Until next time, may you have the strength of a lion in your duties and the wisdom to know which battles are truly worth fighting. Loka samasta sugino bhavantu. Om namo bhagavate vasudevaya.